I looked in his face, and it did not look like it was no joke. It looked like he was serious. Like, she had some powers. And I remember just calming down, like, you know what? Let me listen to this. You know, he's from New Orleans, Louisiana, so, you know, they know about all that shit. So.
This is the truth about the so-called Erykah Badu curse that broke the internet. Two of hip-hop's greatest legends, Andre 3000 and Common, dated the same woman, and somehow the internet decided their careers were never the same. But what these men actually said tells a completely different story. Erykah Badu sits at the center of this urban legend as a neo-soul icon and spiritual force, who's been romantically linked to some of the biggest names in hip-hop. Somewhere along the way, a narrative took hold that dating her fundamentally changed these men, and the internet called it the Badu curse, claiming her relationships left successful rappers spiritually transformed, but professionally derailed. Andre 3000 met Badu at a New York City nightclub around 1996, and she described that moment during a 2013 Red Bull Music Academy talk with vivid detail. 2 years earlier, she'd met Andre at the club when they played her song On, and then 2 years later on February 7th, that song hit the radio, and 4 days after that, she got pregnant. Their son 7 Sirius Benjamin arrived on November 18, 1997, and the relationship lasted until 1999. But here's what nobody mentions when they talk about the curse. OutKast was already climbing before Andre ever met Badu. Their 1994 debut Southern playlistic idyllic music went platinum with Players Ball hitting #1 on Hot Rap Songs. Aitlin's reached #2 on the Billboard 200 in 1996 and went double platinum. And then Aquamini dropped in 1998, while Andre was still with Badu and sold 2.5 million copies while actually featuring her on the track Liberation. After they split in 1999, according to curse believers, Andre's career should have collapsed. Stankonia sold 4 million copies in 2000 and produced Ms. Jackson, their first #1 single that Andre wrote as an apology to Badu's mother. And when Badu revealed this on the Rap Radar podcast, she explained that her mom bought a Ms. Jackson license plate plus the mug, ink pen, and headband because she loved it so much. Then Speakerboxx The Love Below became the highest certified rap album of all time at 13 times platinum in 2003, won Album of the Year at the Grammys as only the second hip-hop album to ever do so, and sent Hey Ya to the top of charts for 9 straight weeks. This peak came 4 years after the breakup, which doesn't sound much like a curse. After Idlewild in 2006, Andre stopped making albums for 17 years, appearing only on scattered guest verses. And the internet connected his silence back to Badu and claimed the relationship had spiritually altered him. A 2003 New York Times interview shows what Andre actually thought when he said he was on his path before meeting Erykah. But one thing he could say was that he'd be singing around the house, and she'd tell him it sounded great, and ask why he wasn't doing it, which sounds like encouragement rather than a curse. By 2014, Andre told Vibe magazine they joke a lot, and people don't know their personal life, explaining she even asks his advice on relationships, and she's like a cool sister more than anything. When New Blue Sun finally arrived in November 2023 as an 87-minute instrumental flute album, Andre explained to GQ that sometimes it feels inauthentic for him to rap, because at 48 years old he doesn't have anything to talk about that way, and he mentioned prioritizing fatherhood by waking up every morning to take 7 to school in Atlanta. Notice what's missing from these quotes, because Andre never once mentioned Badu cursing his career or blamed her for his choices. New Blue Sun debuted at #30 on the Billboard 200, earned 3 Grammy nominations including Album of the Year, and outsold first-week numbers from 2023 albums by Nas, Lil Wayne, and Ice Spice. Common dated Badu from around 2000 to 2002, while both were part of the Soulquarians collective working out of Electric Lady Studios with Questlove, Jay Dilla, and D'Angelo. Before meeting her, Common had built underground credibility, but hadn't broken through commercially, and that's when Like Water for Chocolate arrived in 2000 during their relationship, selling 748,000 copies to go gold and becoming his commercial breakthrough. The Light, which Common later confirmed was written about Badu, became his first Billboard Hot 100 entry at #44. Badu ended the relationship with a phone call, and Common told Wendy Williams in 2011 that she called and said she didn't want to be in the relationship anymore because she was liking somebody else. A 2019 People magazine interview shows Common describing the aftermath as his first love. where he was just open and floating, explaining that when they split, he was 27 or 28, and ended up in a haze going through the motions where it was hard to eat. But he made clear it wasn't her fault, because the relationship just didn't go forward. Electric Circus dropped in December 2002, right as the relationship ended, peaked at number 47, and sold only about 295,000 copies, giving the internet its supposed evidence of the curse. Questlove explicitly stated in 2006 that Common's relationship with Badu had little influence on the album, pointing instead to the recording atmosphere at Electric Lady Studios and the Soulquarians Collective, while Common himself said she definitely wasn't telling him what to wear, and that moving to New York gave him aspirations to do something new and grow and try new things. Be reached number 2 on the Billboard 200 in 2005 and went platinum. Finding Forever became his first number 1 album in 2007, and Grammy wins came for Southside in 2008 and Glory with John Legend in 2016. That last one also won the Oscar and Golden Globe, making Common the first rapper to win an Emmy, Grammy, and Oscar, which doesn't exactly sound like a cursed career. The Combat Jack Show in 2014 gave us the quote that really fueled the curse narrative when Common said, "The Badu box is real and can take you to another universe." But seriously, that's when you meet somebody real special where you're like, this woman has something else beyond just the sex and looks, something spirit-wise where she's got something else. The internet grabbed Badu box and turned it into evidence of mystical power, but Common was clearly praising someone with spiritual depth. This curse narrative emerged on social media and hip-hop forums around 2014 to 2015 when Rolling Out published Common Explains the Erykah Badu Effect, spreading his Badu box quote. Bossip ran Wrath of Badu Box 10 Most Famous Erykah Badu Victims, and rapper Crank Lucas created a viral parody video showing a rapper before and after meeting Badu. Badu acknowledged it directly in a 2020 interview with 10 magazine, saying there's an urban legend that her pussy changes men because the men she falls in love with change jobs and lives, and she even launched vagina-scented incense called Badu's Pussy on her Badu World Market. The 2023 Tamron Hall show gave her a chance to reframe it when she said her magic doesn't lie between her thighs, but between her ears, pointing to women and children and animals and any living, breathing thing. Andre and Badu attended the CFDA Awards together in October 2024. She joined him on stage to play theremin alongside his flute during his September 2024 Dallas tour stop, and a rare family photo with their son Seven went viral. Badu told Drink Champs in August 2024 that she thinks she may be one of Andre 3000's biggest fans outside of being family, and a November 2020 Rolling Stone interview shows her explaining he's one of her best friends on the planet, where they laugh all the time and talk about things like brother and sister, grandmother and grandson, father and daughter. Both artists achieved their greatest commercial success after dating Badu rather than before. Andre's biggest album came 4 years post-breakup, Common's platinum records, and Oscar arrived years after their split. And if Badu cursed them, she did a terrible job because they both ended up more successful and more decorated. At the 67th Grammy Awards in 2025, Badu won her first Grammy in 20 years for Best Melodic Rap Performance on 3 AM with Rhapsody, and released the collaborative album Abby and Allen with The Alchemist in 2025. Neither Andre 3000 nor Common ever said Erykah Badu cursed their careers, and what they actually said was that she was special. She challenged them, she encouraged their creativity, and they're grateful for the time they shared. The curse is projection built on selective memory and assumptions about powerful women, because the real story shows 3 talented artists who loved each other at different points in their lives, created beautiful music together and about each other, and moved forward as better versions of themselves. The only thing Erykah Badu is guilty of is being unforgettable, and both Andre 3000 and Common would probably tell you that's a gift rather than a curse. If you made it this far, go ahead and hit that like button because this one took some serious research to separate fact from fiction. Subscribe to Star Savvy for more deep dives into the celebrity drama everyone's talking about, and drop a comment below telling me which hip-hop relationship you want us to break down next. We're out here exposing the truth one video at a time, so make sure you're subscribed with notifications on so you never miss when we drop that heat.